rising, but finally had a bit of a sleep in. 8 o'clock, if you call it that though, but because just before 3 a.m. I woke up and I had some phenomenal cracks and adjustments into my right hip. Right jaw, which is connected probably to my anyway. And then I noticed that my sound on YouTube wasn't playing, and it just wouldn't, like, the videos on YouTube weren't working at all. Nothing. So, like, the internet was working. I checked that, it was fine. I put the music on instead. Went back to sleep. And then later on, that's right. I think even at some point, I knew I should have made this video during last night when I woke up. But yeah, I was also having dreams of, I can't remember what happened exactly, but it was almost like, actually kind of like Alice in Wonderland. Going through the forest and getting upgraded, though. Like, I think there was signs of being upgraded, or I don't know, I can't remember now. But it all reminds me of my cards for yesterday, with the portal, wild card, rewards. Being rewarded for my last 2 days of service. It's hard work, but yeah, everything just popping nicely. Yeah, but it was really weird, yeah. And then I woke up again and the sound was off completely. I had heaps of other little dreams in between. Nothing overly significant, I guess. Yeah, might be something I'm forgetting, but yeah, phenomenal, grand freaking rising. Super duper fresh after my shower. But also, what I haven't said, cards as well, I guess. But I ended up having this freaking awesome chat with someone that sort of pieced together some deeper, sort of goes along with the knowledge coming through yesterday, watching Elizabeth April's video, which I need to go through and probably make a whole video on that, even just the information that I know, my knowings. So this person has also explained a few things with the knowings. Like, it's got a lot to do with this. Basically, he gave me this word here, which even just, like, I didn't know what the word meant, but I knew, and when I asked, it confirmed. But he's got a lot of knowledge on frequency, and so that's basically, pieced a lot of puzzles together of what I feel and know, but gave me the words to be able to tell you now. So basically, just shortly, slow and steady are the lower frequencies that we feel, and when we're in those lower frequencies, which we're constantly moving, and it's fine, to be up and down, but we use the lower frequencies to go for a longer distance. Like, we can do more in those frequencies, and it's more stable in a way. The attenuation is a blockage or interference. You know, we're less likely to get interference, someone being able to affect us when we're in a lower, like when we're in that sort of state, when we're in a, dense earth, more earthy kind of a state. There's many ways I could put this. Ultimately, like I said, I'm gonna plan it out and make a really good video one of these days. But in the higher ones, that's when we can get, when we're floating high, when we're someone can come along and be like, steps in the, like, feels like anyway, they get us in the lower, they're like, no, you're wrong, or something, and you're like, yeah, but I'm right, and it's harder for us to articulate our words and stuff, because we're more in the spiritual, we're lighter, we're not as earthly, basically, and obviously in the middle is where we really want to be. In the middle is that homeostasis, which came up also in Elizabeth April's video yesterday. So I'm going to go over her video and, add to the bottom of this page, sort of thing. But yeah, so I was meant to have a shower early. I was going to have a shower early. And it didn't happen. It's now like 11:30 and I've just come back from my shower. But I had a fantastic chat. It was just amazing. Like, yeah. Like I said, I'll go into all that one day. And my cards for the day too. Earth cracked open, surrendered to the alchemy of life. So it's like, just the conversation itself was really cracking open the secrets over here. The alchemy, the science sort of behind everything. The courageous peony and retreat. So I retreated as well, I guess choosing to spend my time in community. That's what sort of came up with this wording, especially with this one, because it's sort of like, let yourself be seen, but retreat, you know what I mean? Like, I guess, my online stuff is where I retreat to, where my people are at. Like, I feel safe there. I feel connected, and today is number 3 day, multifaceted, our unique nature. We're definitely connected to the courageous peonies. Yeah, so that person I spoke to is in America, shedding our light from one side to the other. And actually, onto that, there's something else I forgot to mention. And star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper, and patience. I've been patient with trying to figure out who I am, and it was very, he had some very interesting information about myself, potentially, which probably leads on to what I want to say now is, I ended up telling him about, and the whole life chat about I always mention it, but my dream where the earth was getting bigger and bigger. And, obviously I know now that it was me going to earth. And he ended up telling me that he's had recurring dreams his life too. And basically he spoke of a 2-headed dragon coming to earth. So fascinating. So fascinating. But yeah, that's the main point for now, but also something I mentioned about Egypt as well in there. But yeah, I probably look, like it says, I'll probably be patient, keep looking a little bit deeper into that. And yeah, and I ended up, he started, towards the end, he was connecting into my body, which right from the start of the conversation, he did do that. And, I can feel some people, there's nothing there. There's just very disconnected energies from people. And they, obviously, online, that's what we do. We try to connect in with each other. But he was like, instantly I could feel his energy. And in the end, you know, we kind of continued off that after we had our chats. And I felt like this right in the left of my stomach sort of area. And now after I had the shower and I had a good stretch, I can feel that strengthening up into that side here. It's really allowing me to have, I guess, the wisdom coming root up, grounded from the earth. So I will be able to speak my spiritual wisdom all on that, you know, spiritual side, which spirit is just energy, really. It's the energy source we all came from, which comes first, like I've mentioned before. So it's why we heal in the spiritual or the energetic world first. Our energetic body heals first, and then it eventually comes through and manifests into our physical reality. Oh, I love this stuff. Fascinating, fascinating, fascinating. So, you know, I said like about 3 o'clock this morning, videos on YouTube were not loading. Everything else was fine. The rest of the page would load, but just not the video. So apparently the solar storms were affecting stuff. So around that time was when I had all this healing energy, dreams and sensations within myself. Fascinating, fascinating. Just typical me perfection. I only had like enough peanut butter that was just floating around in the jar. It was the last bits of peanut butter, and I didn't have any other peanut butter. So I put my porridge, after I mixed it all up, in there. And I didn't have to really waste a container because it was just the last bits of the porridge that I pre-made the other day. And it's all perfect. And I even have some room to add my granola if I want. Oh. Yep, just everything's just going so perfect lately, including food. It's raining most of the morning. The sun is out. Done my dishes. I had a heap of dishes to do. Just gonna have a little break and then go and do something with Phoebe. Hey? Some lunch. I'm gonna share this and see if she wants a little bit of this too. But we'll see. Bit of fresh, bit of wumps. Let's go, kitties. We did hear a horse though. Watch Mary. She's covering her poop and she's gonna go for a zoom. Here she goes. I found this as well before. I should have taken something beforehand, but I saw it from afar. I was like, oh, no way. It's a black cockatoo feather. I felt guided to look up the meaning of black cockatoo, and emotional freedom is one of the things. Joy, contentment, and rain. So, beautiful message, I think, because, yeah, I've had my so-called friend try to say some really harsh things to me, which, you know, I've done nothing but try to give her, you know, love and, you know, a friend. But she's pushed me away many times, and sorry, but it's not going to affect me this time. And this is just what we need to do. You know, if somebody is trying to put you down when you know, which I've done this weeks, at least last week sometime in my videos, you know, it's not going to affect me anymore, you know. I'm not going to let people put me down. So, and especially after the last few days with that, yeah, today I'm stronger than ever. So what can I do? You know, I give so much love. I love humanity, including her. But I gotta honor my own self as well. Just did me broad beans I bought the other day because I love me broad beans. Some other beans as well. Potato and beef stroganoff in the oven, which I added some extra mushrooms to. Can't wait. Okay, got to still put the kitty cats away, but and I've been doing this too whilst watching just another little channeled update, because the channeled updates seem to be freaking spot on lately. Other people are finally channeling stuff that's really good. And another thing I find so fascinating is this and the other video I watched yesterday. It's all coming, the information is all coming into things that I, for one, have already known. And it all is actually quite, they're saying the exact same things that coherence healing does. And he has been doing this since 2019 now. And I've known this for basically my whole life, but I haven't been able to put anything into words and to actually conceptualize it, which I think somewhere inside of us all is this truth, is this knowing. This is why people are picking up on it now more and more and more and more. Like she said from the start, it's all about the numbers of people that are focusing and getting this. It's so simple. Being kind to ourselves, being truthful, being in coherence with ourselves. It's not really rocket science. It's about betterment, not healing. There's nothing, we're not broken. We're just getting better. And no one is better than anyone else, yada, yada, yada. But some people are just doing the betterment first. There's no way to say it. Like, just people that think that this is an ego thing or anyone thinks they're better than anyone else, they're just not doing the work. That's it for now. I did the hat, the black bits and the red bits on him, and a rough little scribble on this little dude. The rest is all nature there. And that's it. Turn that light off and go to bed. Sweet dreams.